Do you ever feel like you're so far away to achieving your goals from starting your own online course and just starting a business in general? Well, this is something that I'm going through right now. I have been procrastinating on top of just life in general going on. You get busy, you work full time, you have dogs, or some people have small kids, and just life in general. I created a course on my other channel. I finally finished it. Now I'm creating a community and I'm trying to figure out how to link it together and make sure they're linked so people can have their community to go on to, because I feel like it is really important for us to still have to hold on to. And I am just, I don't know. I worked on it for 2 days trying to figure it out. And then I kind of got off for about 3 days now. Granted, I did work. I'm getting home later. By the time I get home, sometimes I'm just so tired. I gotta play with my dogs, feed them, and take them on walks, and life just gets so busy. So you just have to make the time to do it. You have to just set a day and make your goals happen. So this is something I'm preaching to myself as well. I am just trying to do this business and I'm trying to get it going. I am a new creator, but I have come a long way. I am learning so many things. I love being a creator. I always love to just show my artsy side. I used to write poetry, and I did that from a really young girl to probably my late 20s, and then I kind of stopped that. I used to draw art. I went to art classes, and it's just something that I love expressing. I am very artsy person. I love editing, but I don't do it as much because it does take a lot of time. And I still do a little bit of things. I'll have some things pop up in my videos if I'm trying to show, for instance, a before and after with my hair or anything of that sort, and just show things or little text messages or, pop up. If I messed up and saying something, I'll pop it up. But right now, these days, I try not to do so much of it because I feel like having long form, informative information is a lot more beneficial. I think that I started off thinking a different way when I did start on YouTube, because coming from TikTok, I thought that you had to have all this stuff that pushed you to go viral, and you're doing all these things that were trending, but trending sometimes can really be tough to maintain that level of views. And then if you are monetized, it can go up and down. I know a lot of people are really successful with it, but I don't want to be pushing for viral videos constantly and just throwing a video here about this one day, a video here about that one day, and just doing all these flashy things and dancing or whatever. And funny, I used to do funny videos all the time and really silly on TikTok, the reels. And I don't really do that anymore. I spend so much time doing three reels. It got so tiring trying to go viral, trying to go viral. And one of my reels is pretty high now on TikTok. I think it's around 75,000, but I don't really get anything from it. It's just a vanity thing that you just want to have that shiny object and say, "Look at me, I have all these views." But granted, you do make money on YouTube from AdSense and being monetized, which I am not yet. So I wouldn't mind doing that at all. But having an online course or a coaching, what I mentioned before, is the way to scale and make your money, and as well as be able to help others on whatever you're trying to have your niche on. So you're hitting all the pain points of people's things that they've gone through. You're helping them transform. Mine is hair, and I go over HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy, joint pain. So that is what I'm circling my other topics around. The uh, Coco, are you okay, buddy? He's eating a pig ear, and I think he's eating it too fast, and he kind of started choking, which I don't really know about these. It keeps him occupied for a little bit, but that's scary. So, baby, be careful. So anyway, sorry, I just I make sure he's okay. So a lot of the times I will procrastinate when I do need to get this course out, but I need to link the community to the course and make sure that people have a place to go to, because I'm having this as part of my course. I'm not upcharging on that one. It is just going to be included in the course. So I've got to work on that. I might do it this evening, but I know I have tomorrow. I took tomorrow off, which is Tuesday. And so I have 4 days off that I'll be able to work on getting my course out. And yes, I'm very nervous. A lot of people say that it just could sit there and nobody purchase. So it is a little nerve wracking. I'm trying to talk about it all the time, but I don't want to drive people crazy, but I do mention it here and there in my videos just because when you're having a business and you're trying to start your own business, you do have to do that. You have to put yourself out there. It may seem uncomfortable, but these are things that you're going to have to tell people. No one's going to know about it until you start talking about it. And you're already given tons of free content on your channel, whether you're doing once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week on your videos. It is something that you want to share. You don't want to gatekeep. You're going to have it in a different way on your lessons, but that is just something that you definitely want to help people with and give them all the transformational tips that you can. And people will start to trust you and know that you're for real, you're telling the truth, and you're genuine because that will come out eventually. That will start to show, you will show your true colors if you are not being genuine, if you are on your courses and coaching for one reason. I love helping people. I always have. When I had my permanent makeup business, it was 3 years. I was open 2 or 3 years. It was open. And time kind of went by. If I really sat and thought about it, I'd remember. But I shut it down because I felt like this wasn't for me. And, it just is what it is. So I started off really well. Actually, I started off not charging at all because I wanted to get some people for reviews and to talk about it and to tell other people. And then I went to a really low price still in the beginning. And I wasn't charging really anything at all. In permanent makeup, you could do pretty well. But I felt like I was new. I didn't know how to charge. I didn't want to rock the boat. And I was going to get more people. Well, what ended up happening was I got all these people coming in. Oh, just, I can't even tell you some of the people. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. So I was charging really low end prices. The people that were coming through wanted more all the time. I told one person that I did the first one free, and then when they came back for the touch up, it was eyeliner, I believe, that it was going to be 75 for the touch up. And then when she came back to do it, she was leaving and she kind of looked like she was getting her stuff. I said, "Oh, well, did you want to use Venmo or how would you want to pay?" And I just kind of threw it out there because she was leaving and she said, "Oh, I thought you said it was for free." I said, "I never said that. It was the first one was for free, but the touch up, there is an amount." So she was upset. She ended up paying me and she was supposed to come back again to get a touch up eyeliner because did a little darker and it does take time to fade. So I told her that I would touch it up again. So I never heard from her again. I tried to text her just one time because I don't really believe in bugging people and just doing a follow up, and I never heard from her again. So she was mad at me, and I was running into this numerous of times. I also got on Groupon. I got on Groupon, and that was really a whole nother video. It was not good at all. I will never use Groupon again. That was even worse. So people's coupons, they I don't know how it works. I mean, I do know how it works. I just trying to remember that it would expire. They had to use it within the time it expired. And I believe that somebody used theirs after expired, but some reason I couldn't tell. Something happened. So I didn't get paid for that. I wasn't getting paid for some of the other things that was happening like this. And then they weren't tipping me, some of the people. And it was just a waste of my time. I would go all the way up to where I had my permanent makeup because I was also doing waxing and facials and some other things. I wasn't just doing permanent makeup. And I'm telling you, it was just so upsetting. It was just unbelievable. So I will never do that again. If you ever decide to do Groupon to try to get more customers, it just leads in more people that want more, don't want to pay you, don't tip some of them. And it's crazy. So, yes, this is something that I just really need to get out there. If you really are wanting to have your own business and you want to start and you're nervous, you don't have thousands and thousands of subscribers or views, just put yourself out there. Just don't give up your job. If you can, then that's great. But I am still working full time. I don't have a ton of subscribers or views sometimes. Well, pretty much all the time, because especially being brand new, it's really hard. But I am putting my course out there because I have a lot of knowledge in what I'm teaching, what I'm helping people with. So if you know that you have something to share with others, help transform whatever they're trying to reach their goals or reach whatever they're trying to reach, then you can put something out. I also have a 30-day free trial. I'll put it in the description to try out Kajabi for 30 days. Usually it's 14 days, but with my link, it'll be 30. I love it. It's just amazing. It is a little challenging, but once you get the hang of it, which I'm still learning, it is a great storefront. So, yes, just check that out. After the 30 days is up, you don't have any obligation. You can cancel at any time. I almost canceled after my 30-day was up, and I just decided to stay with it because I'm really loving how I can do my emails, do funnels, everything's all in one, the platform, and I just really, really like it. Also, I get a small commission for being an affiliate. And that's just part of one of the benefits after you decide to purchase Kajabi. When the 30 days is up, then you can sign up right away to be an affiliate. And that's a way for you to make commission. They have different tiers that you go through, different promotions. So this is something that's really amazing. So yes, just don't give up. Keep going. And don't let anyone tell yourself, don't let anyone tell you or tell yourself that you are not good enough. I'm really hitting a wall because I've been up since probably about 3:30 today. I am tired. So I have to be at work at 6:30, but it takes me an hour to get to work. So I like to drink my coffee and just unwind, and look at emails or anything I may have. So right now I'm really tired. So excuse me, and I'm very sorry for stumbling around. So thank you so much for stopping by, watching my video, and I will see you next time. Hopefully, I will have a couple tutorials and be able to show you how to create an email because I am going to create one for this channel. You need to have an email for your business and you want your followers or whoever likes you or takes any of your courses or anything to be able to contact you. If anything ever happens, you can have their information, they can have yours, or you can contact them. Mainly, you use it for a freebie you send once a week for their email address, whether it's an ebook or a newsletter, videos behind scenes. So, whatever you're trying to help people with, it'll be just something sent to them periodically. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great, wonderful day.